thing. Refresh. All right, we're live. We're live. I think we're live. Yep, we're live. Okay, boys, we're live. Here we go. It's different now that I'm Jerry and Tubi.
Oh, he's two people.
Yeah, I'm two people.
What?
Okay.
Jarvis Tubi.
Jarvis Tubi. Okay. Over the Show, episode 60, big 60.
Ooh, the big 6-0.
Tubi, Nick D, and
Well.
live from Walnut Creek, our special guest, Sith Lord BK, all the way at the bottom there. He's waiting there below me. And in celebration of Sith Lord BK being here, mainly because I just want to pop this open and drink a little bit. We're drinking Canadian Dry.
Hell yeah.
I just wanted to take a sip, so I was waiting just to start the show.
I'm drinking an
Crack it open, a
Olipop.
dry one.
Drinking an Olipop.
Oh,
Lemon lime
I got
Olipop.
See, lemon lime.
Oakland's own Olipop, you know?
Nick D's got his classic Coke Zero, of course. All right. Beginning show info. Jarvis Jerry still on a vacation. He'll be back next week.
Atlantic journeys.
So we got Sith Lord BK filling in. Because we have Sith Lord filling in, I just called you Sith Lord, not even BK. Just Sith Lord.
Love it.
Fine. That's
Because
fine.
we
I'll
have
take that.
Yeah, because we have the Sith
Keeping
Lord.
it professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it.
We will be doing a Star Wars theme episode. We will also talk a little bit about BK's birthday was last week. We went and all saw Rise of the Beast, which
Transformers.
if you follow our show, there was a hot debate in the chat a couple weeks ago with BK telling me that it was going to be better than Ninja Turtles. We'll get into that.
We'll see. We still have to see Ninja Turtles, so it's undecided as of right now.
Exactly.
Is that soon?
That's soon.
Or is that still a
Next
minute
month.
away?
Not till
Next
not till
month.
August.
Yeah,
I
next
think,
month.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk Visions. We're going to talk the new video game that just got announced, Ahsoka. We got pick of the week, and then we're going to end the show with a Star Wars tier list. So that is today's show. If you're watching, thank you.
Yeah, if you're watching, thank you. That's huge.
Yeah, wow, yeah, that's like
huge.
wild.
Yeah.
There's someone out there?
Yeah.
I'm Jer and Tubi today, so there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
To start the show off, and BK, you switched up my shit on my computer, so now when I'm so used to going this way with the mouse.
Oh, because the screen's up now, so it makes more sense.
It does, but I'm still getting used to it. The mouse disappears sometimes. I'm like, where is it? Okay, but BK had a special little segment here. We're gonna start off with BK's vinyls of the month or something.
I got some new records because the new Rancid album came out.
Still haven't listened to it. Damn, I need to listen to that.
I had to buy that one.
Yeah,
I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I need to listen.
So while I was buying that, I bought Tim Armstrong, Poet's Life. Solo
Hell
album.
yeah.
You have that on
Didn't have
CD.
that on vinyl. Yeah, I have that, but I didn't have it on vinyl, so I want
Yeah.
it on vinyl. It was a special like splatter vinyl. Some record store day thing, I think. I got the new Janelle Monáe album
Hell yeah.
Knives Out.
and the new Jenny Lewis album.
Oh, there's a new Jenny Lewis album.
Wow.
There's a new Jenny Lewis album. It's called Joyal. I mean, she's been in a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, I don't know if she's acted more recently, but yeah, she was in stuff when she was like younger, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I might be thinking.
she's great.
She was
wrong
also
person.
she was the singer of Rilo Kiley.
Yeah.
Remember that band?
Oh yeah, for sure. I haven't.
Oh,
thought
dude,
of-
she's so good live. Me and BK seen. Well, BK's seen
she's
her.
great live.
BK's seen her a bunch, but
She's
I've seen her a couple of
Yeah.
times with different bands, right, Peaks? We've seen
Yeah,
her.
I mean, different musicians usually, like every time.
Well, because
pretty
Jenny
much,
and
yeah.
Johnny, you know this, not only just because it had my name, but I was a big fan of the Jenny Johnny. That's an amazing
Yeah.
album. And then Acid Tongue. Acid Tongue?
Yeah.
That was a great album,
Acid
too.
Tongue, yeah.
That was a great album.
Probably
That
my
was a great
favorite
album.
album by her still, but
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I gotta look into her.
Oh, dude,
I don't know.
she's-
She's one of my
she's
favorites.
excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
like,
excellent.
Yeah.
Jenny Lewis.
I
think
didn't-
I was
I
thinking
didn't-
Juliette Lewis.
You got to
And I was
tell.
like,
I didn't know
Julie
she had a
Lewis
new
has an
album. No, not that. She was married to Steve Barra. Or dated Steve Barra? I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it literally just came out last week. Yeah. Yeah, I
Interesting.
forgot to tell
Right
you,
on.
but yeah, just came out. And then I picked up Silk Sonic.
One
on
of the best
vinyl.
albums.
yeah.
Best albums.
And
And you got Malibu.
Record Store Day exclusive Malibu vinyl because I didn't have that yet, and I needed me that.
Nice.
yeah.
That's some good
Pile
albums,
of vinyl.
Beaks. That's some good albums.
Yeah,
It was-
seriously.
It was it's good addition to the collection.
Is the Rancid
Was that all
color vinyl?
one?
It is. I think it's. You know what? Here.
Is it orange or yellow? I mean, to match the cover. I was just wondering if it was yellow to match the.
Here inside, I got the fold again. There's a whole big poster too.
That's cool. Don't get your fingers all over it, bro.
In this world of Spotify, I actually really like when I buy an album to get it on vinyl.
Oh wow!
Wow, that's hella.
That's a cool one. Hellcat.
Love it. Love it.
Yep,
I love when you see the Hellcat symbol too. It's just classic.
Oh yeah, super classic. Love that logo.
Yeah, great logo. I want to get a T-shirt of that. That would be a dope T-shirt to have. You have a T-shirt of that, Peaks?
I don't. Yeah.
That'd be a good one to have.
Would be a good one.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Nick? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No. I just said that I like buying vinyl because I have Spotify, so I don't need to buy any album ever. So when I do, I just get it in vinyl. Like I think that's cool to buy it in that.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, hold on.
I never open them though. I usually I have a bunch
I
of
don't
Peaks
really
that I haven't
listen
opened.
to a lot of so it's cool to put on a vinyl. I think that's fun, but 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna put on my Spotify. But last vinyl I got Cracker Island. I got that Gorillaz one, and then I got maybe Primus or something. But I recently got a couple of vinyl in the last couple of months.
Yeah, I always buy the Rancid one, and that kind of set me off on a vinyl splurge a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, that's dope. That's awesome.
Chair is here. He's just in the chat.
Oh, Jerry's
nice.
Yeah.
Jerry's
in the chat.
Back.
Stu's in the chat. He's just asking Jerry how his trip was. All right. So that was BK's vinyl pickups of the week. Some good vinyls. So there's that. And now let's get right into it. And we'll start off with the guy who made us go see it for his birthday, Mr. Sith Lord BK. Here we go, Beaks. You were real big on seeing this.
On Rise of the Beast.
Are we? And so now that just so we know that Sidhu and Jerry are here, are we going full spoiler mode? Or are we getting on into it?
I don't think Jerry or Sidhu have any plans on seeing this in theater. I highly doubt Sidhu would even watch this.
Double checking. Yeah.
But then again, knowing Sidhu, he will watch this and then tell me that it's amazing.
He'll
or something.
love it.
Yeah.
He'll be like way better.
Out of left field.
Way better than
field.
Nope.
Way better than. Yeah. Exactly, Nick D. Exactly. So Beak, start us off. Start us off with it.
Okay. Well, let's see. My quick thoughts. Overall, amazing because it was the best Transformers movie I've ever seen. I remember Rise of the Beast more as like just in my head. I don't really remember the actual storyline or anything.
You mean Beast Wars?
Beast Wars. Sorry. Yeah. So I wasn't really upset by the change of storyline or anything like that. I will say some of them didn't get enough screen time for me. Would have liked some of them to have lines that the beasts were a little on the edge, a little too much. I think.
Especially
this guy was funny, but there was maybe too much of him a little bit at the same time.
But he's kind of the main character.
The guy, and him and the guy from Hamilton are like the main characters, basically, right?
Who's the guy from Hamilton?
Yeah.
The main guy.
The guy that me and Nick D thought was related to
it's John
Leguizamo.
Yeah.
I was like convinced.
Yeah.
And at the very least, I feel like he's doing a Leguizamo impersonation, and he's crushing it. He's doing an amazing.
I mean, the New York scene and all
he's
that.
He's a great lead.
So he's got all that going on
in
too.
the 90s. Yeah, like dude,
hip hop.
That guy was awesome.
But I will admit, it's not a good movie. Like, it's not like, oh my god, you have to go see this, and the storyline's really gonna grab you. It's just a bunch of big robot fights and a little bit of annoying human drama going on in the middle of it. And there's a few things that like maybe stretch it a bit too far. Like when he pulls Optimus Prime like back from the swirling thing that's taking him up.
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
He's kind of small, but like,
if you're gonna spoil
overall, I thought it was pretty good.
If you're gonna spoil that part, you gotta at least say what he's at that point. He's rocking pretty much an Iron Man suit.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's in the trailer. So
and it's in the.
I heard that on some podcast. So I was like, okay.
Oh wow.
It is. It is now in the newer trailer. Yeah. Also, I guess it is from the cartoon. Like that did happen in the cartoons.
Yeah. You saw that thing that showed it from the cartoons.
Yeah. So,
wow.
interesting.
They set it up kind of with giving him the hand thing, So it was like, I don't know. You kind of knew that he could already wear part of it, and then I don't know. They just took that. They took that 1,000 steps forward instantly and just gave him a whole suit.
I wish the Rhino would have done more. I have him on screen right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and the cheetah too. Honestly, I think it's a cheetah, right?
Yeah, or Jaguar.
Yeah,
Cheetah
or
Jaguar.
and
Cheetah, right? Yeah,
Cheetah. Okay, yeah.
I wish they had like more
great.
Yeah. Best looking Transformers movie you've seen before too. Like just in terms of the fighting and everything, you could see things going on. Also, some great vicious moments. Like,
hold on, Beaks.
Optimus Prime rips heads. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out for this guy.
You didn't see Bumblebee, correct? So this is your.
No, I saw Bumblebee.
Oh, you did see Bumblebee. You did see Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it just like at home. I didn't see it in theaters.
Okay.
I watched it later because people said it was like pretty decently good, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen Bumblebee. I haven't seen Bumblebee.
It's less Transformers and way more like human stuff going on. Yeah. It's just Bumblebee, really. There's no, but it is still good. It's like as a movie, it might be the best movie, but as a Transformers film, this might be the best Transformers film. I think.
Yeah. I mean, this is like.
It's a low bar. It's a low bar. Well, we all know it's a low bar.
Yeah.
We all know it's a low bar.
We should have started this off by saying this too. It's the sequel of the reboot. This is number 2 of the reboot.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that, or you told me that, but you were kind of like iffy about it. And
I wasn't totally sure. But I was pretty.
It's confirmed that this is the second one of the reboot.
Yeah.
And what is the reboot? What one was the reboot?
Bumblebee. And now this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's only been 2 so far of the new Transformers. Yeah.
All the other old Michael Bay films are just.
That's a great one.
Version, different timeline or whatever.
I do love how he's like massive because like I feel like in the show you always get the sense it's like, oh, he's really the size of a gorilla, and in this you're like, oh, dude, like.
But they were never around. They were never around humans in Beast Wars, right?
So there's no real scale.
Yeah.
Like you don't really know. And
and then when we realized Peter Dinklage was Scourge, the villain guy, it was like, oh, okay, that's why he was like kind of decently good, even though he's like kind of ridiculous too.
Let's look at that.
Yeah.
We got the whole cast list right here. The little kid did a good job too. That played the little brother. He wasn't bad.
For sure.
I mean, the humans were fine. It's just, it's weird trying to intertwine their storylines in with the Transformers. Like when he's just like, nah, I'm gonna go with you because like I'm gonna save my planet because you lost your own planet or whatever. It's like, whoa, man, this humans talking wild to this robot right now. Like,
so this advanced being. Like,
So it is the same guy.
I don't know. It's just like, whoa.
It is the same guy that's been the voice of
Optimus Prime for a minute.
Yeah.
For like forever. Yeah.
From the cartoon.
He's the guy.
I think he's the Darth.
Oh my God!
Vader. He's the Darth Vader of Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Yeah. He's done the video games.
James Earl Jones, I should say. He's the James Earl Jones of the character.
Wait, let's go back to the 80s.
It can only be his voice.
He's Eeyore and Winnie the Pooh.
Amazing.
Quite a bit. What was the first Transformers?
Smurfs, Chip and Dale. Who was he in
Beaks,
Chip and Dale?
You got
Monterey Jack. Dude, he was Monterey Jack.
Was he really? Was he really Monterey fucking Jack?
No shit.
Oh, wow. He is. He's Monterey Jack. And wow. That's crazy.
Wow. He's Monterey Jack and Optimus Prime.
Yep.
He's
69
in the
episodes.
Original My Little Pony, Transformers.
There you go,
BK.
BK.
The real Ghostbusters.
69 episodes. He did them all.
Yeah, I was pretty.
Dude, he was the Predator
him
in the Predator cartoon, or in the movie.
What?
Dude, was he really the voice of the Predator?
Voice uncredited. It says
he did the TV series, the Rambo cartoon.
G.I. Joe movie. Who was he in the G.I. Joe movie?
No, this is way back. This is G.I. Joe the cartoon movie.
I know, but who was he? I can't remember. What
dude.
Xandar?
Hold on, guys. Everyone, hold on. He's the voice of the Predator in 1987's Predator. That's wild.
Is his voice uncredited? Doesn't
it? It's his voice uncredited.
That's sick.
That's crazy. So this guy's had a great career as a voice actor.
Voltron.
He's in.
This guy's the man,
dude.
Gremlins.
He's in freaking Gremlins.
Mogwai.
Wow. What a great career as a voice actor. Just fantastic. Huh.
Spider-Man.
Damn.
Spider-Man. Oh, he's Red Skull in Spider-Man somewhere.
Oh yeah, I see that. 26 episodes, 81 to 82. Yeah. That's crazy.
Wow.
What a great career. All right, so let's get to it, Beaks. Because we got a lot to talk about. What are you giving a rating as?
Well, what do I rate it? Okay, we're rating out of 10.
No. We rate from S to F.
Oh, that's right, from S to F.
S to F.
I'm gonna go with like a B minus.
Okay.
Which is, I think, like the highest score I could give Transformers movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it really is not great, but I enjoyed all the big dumb popcornness of it, and like it was literally was just a cartoon on screen. Like even from the way they treated the storyline and the characters to everything, like it was just whipping through this, like it's just a cartoon. Like don't worry about it. It's just this is fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. They just keep going, and if you just have fun with it, it's a fun time. So I'll give it a B minus.
A B minus. All right, Nick D. Do you have any add-ons, and what's your rating?
I feel like the fact that it's even called Rise of the Beast, that I'm really hoping that the next one is like a proper Beast Wars movie, and like I'd give it a B minus B. Like I went in with very low expectations, and I was like, oh, I just want to see the fights, like the robot fights, and the movie like delivered. Like it's a really good movie for that, and then like. You know how like there's like movies that you're just like I'm trying to think of like an example, like maybe even Black Adam, where like you can just tell like they're trying too hard to be so many things. This movie knows exactly what it is, and it's like it's just like it's not trying to be more than that, and it really works. And like I don't know, even like if we're talking about spoilers at the end, which I mean again, who cares? But like spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, we didn't even say what the big spoiler was, but go ahead, Nick D.
The G.I. Joe thing at the end, like I think that's like actually dope. Like I'm like actually looking forward to like a reboot of G.I. Joe. I saw the first G.I. Joe movie. I never saw any of the other ones.
I didn't see the spin-off one.
The ninja one with Snake Eyes.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
I
didn't see that one, yeah.
Yeah.
So B minus, okay.
I don't think anyone did.
Real quick, I just want to shout out this gentleman. He's from Ted Lasso. He was the voice of the Spanish character.
Oh, the bug? Or not the bug.
Oh, the one who was...
van.
The VW van, yeah. And I thought that was him, and I just wanted... It's him.
Okay, wow, that's funny. I didn't...
And he's hilarious in Ted Lasso. One of my favorite characters in Ted Lasso this past season. So shout out to that guy, because he did a great job.
He was good in this.
He was good. I'm going to give this movie a C+. And just because I'm not a huge Transformer guy. And I feel like that's a fair rating from me. I will say something that neither of you guys mentioned is they definitely finished the Michael Bay issue, which was originally, it was way zoomed in, and they tried to make the Transformers seem larger than life. And that was part of the gimmick. Yeah. And I got that during the Michael Bay ones. But what ended up happening in the fight scenes, it just got a little overwhelming. And it was like clunky metal. You could see in the top corner here, it's definitely zoomed out a lot more, so you're able to actually see their full bodies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and so
most of it takes place outdoors in light. Like
yeah. Now, if this came out on a different year, I might have given it a little bit of higher rating. But we've seen a lot of kid films here on Over the Show this past year. We had Mario, and Mario really set the bar very high for a kid film.
Yeah, but did any of them have a "but you were inside me" joke?
All right, I will say this. Pete Davidson should win.
Stole the show. Yeah, stole
in my
the show.
opinion, he's actor of the year. He was in. He was a great part of Fast X. You know.
I forgot. I almost forgot about that. Yeah.
This past.
Oh wow, you're right. Yeah.
This past weekend, he was on the newest episode of Mr. Beast. Shout out, Mr. Beast.
He's doing those Taco Bell commercials. Those are on my YouTube all the time.
Yeah, Nick D. Yeah. Great point. He's having quite a year this year. So shout out to Pete. And you know, I just thought, I as well, BK, I thought that it was going to be a little bit more Beast Wars heavy, and that might have bumped my score up a little bit more.
Yeah. It probably would have bumped mine up too.
We grew up, I feel like, more with Beast Wars than we did with Transformers. We're old, but we're not that old.
Yeah.
So in our generation, it was kind of more of a Beast War generation, and this wasn't quite enough Beast Wars going on.
Yeah.
So I give it a
maybe
C.
in the sequel, that's kind of what my like hope is. It's like, all right, this is good enough. We can go from here, kind of thing, Yeah.
So really quick then, what do you guys think is the next one going to be? Do we get a sequel or do we get a prequel and see the Beast Wars in their prime? The Maximals in their prime. What is the next move?
I haven't seen. I don't know what the box office numbers are for this. Beaks, do you know about offhand?
Last I heard that it actually beat Across the Spider-Verse. Is that true?
No.
Last weekend, I think last week for the weekend, it didn't beat it.
Yeah.
Head to head is what they're saying, because Spider-Verse already been out for a few weeks or whatever.
I see.
But I think it did beat it head to head last weekend,
Wow.
Which is pretty decent considering how that movie was. Yeah.
Because it does seem like Across the Spider-Verse is a phenomenon. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
We're saving that till hopefully Jerry sees it this week, and then we'll talk about that next week. I have thoughts on that. I don't want to say it. Beaks already kind of knows what my thoughts are. I will say.
I mean, people have similar thoughts,
I will say this movie was better than I expected. I thought it was going to be a D to F range because I really wasn't a big fan of the other ones, and it did.
Yeah.
It was better than I expected. I will say I thought it was a little bit long. Is this a PG-13 or is this a PG?
Yeah,
it is.
And now
PG-13.
Going back to Sadu's comment, which we're going to keep bringing up on the show from now on, it should have been PG-13 because I had to get up and pee during this one because it got a little long towards the end, in my opinion. For a kid's film, it got a little long. They could have cut out some stuff and made it a little bit whatever. But other than that, when the movie ended and we got up to leave, there was a group of little kids 2 rows behind us that were smitten. Remember that, Beaks? They were like hooting and hollering and like yelling something. And I will say that kind of reminded me of when we saw Mario with your nephew and how juiced he was. He came over and asked when Mario 2 was coming out.
Like when can we go see it? Like it's like next week or something, right? Yeah.
And that's what these movies are for. These movies are for kids. So the fact that there was...
You could hear them in the theater a little bit too while we were watching.
Oh, when Bumblebee...
They were just like... when Bumblebee came out,
they were like,
sure.
The minute Bumblebee...
I forgot what it was, but I was like, man, I know some scene they lost their mind.
It was LL Cool J. Spoilers, LL Cool J. And as soon as that hit and Bumblebee comes flying out, there was like a little kid eruption for Bumblebee.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Which I have to say, that's pretty cool. So,
that is dope.
I don't want to hate on it. It just wasn't for me, and I'm just not a Transformer guy. So, I'm sure if I was a Transformer guy, I would have been more smitten off of it. But yeah, it was all right. So moving right along, so B-, B-. I gave it a C. That's what we'll end that one on. Now we're getting on something.
Go in with the proper expectations,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I didn't watch that many trailers, but whatever. It doesn't. We're moving on.
Anyways, moving on. Yes.
Moving on. All right, now this came out a while ago. I think I talked briefly about it when it first came out because I watched this on May the 4th. Star Wars Visions. I think BK, you caught up on it. Nick D, you also watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Beaks, you're our guest. Why don't you start us off on what your thoughts are on the whole entire season? Then we'll go into episode afterwards.
Overall season, really good. Not quite as strong probably as the first one, but still very good. And one thing I did really like for this one is they go to like different countries. So there's like lots of different art styles, like very different art styles. So I don't know, I really like that.
Yeah. What do you give it a rating real quick, and then we'll break down each episode after we each rate it.
Wow, I'll rate it.
Well, you could say I thought the first season just as an example.
I'm trying to think, what the first one was. What would I give it? Like an 8 out of 10 or something?
S. We go S to F. Remember, I'm going to say the first one.
Oh yeah,
was a low bar S because it was new and it was different. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, and it was also, think about if I'm correct, think about how starved for shit we were back then. That was like in that like dead period of the pandemic where there was nothing coming out. So Visions was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, I just remember being fucking hyped.
We did a 2-hour.
Hyped. Sorry.
No, it's fine. We did a 2-hour episode, a 2-hour plus episode
dude,
on that.
Dude,
on
I just
here.
remember that was a good.
I had like notes.
I like
notes.
Visions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess I probably would give that one an A at least, and then this one's probably like a B plus, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
B plus. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's a couple in here that are like really, really good.
Yeah, we'll break it down episode by episode.
Yeah.
Nick, to you, what are you going to give it as an overall?
I mean, like, I feel comfortable for sure giving it an A. Part of me wants to give it an S just for like I think 2 of these are like 2 of my favorite Star Wars stories ever now, and like I want a trilogy based on these 2 characters meeting, and it's like so I really liked this batch of Visions, but I think 2 of them are fucking them, like and it's like I hope we get more of those if we're gonna get more of it.
Okay,
but it seems like I also kind of like how we're just gonna keep switching.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would say it's an A for me. Because I felt like the first one was really strong, but Nick D's right. Maybe that was a place and a time. I actually haven't gone back to rewatch any of it, so it's hard. I want to though. Yeah, it's hard with this because there's certain episodes. Like for me, the Journey to the Dark Head, I would watch a full blown show of that. That was episode 5, the South Korean one. That's kind of an anime version.
That one's great. That one's great.
Yeah, and like, but then there's other ones where it's like I enjoyed it, but like I'm glad it's just the one off. I don't know if I would watch. I mean, let's be honest. I'll watch whatever they make. I'm going to watch Star Wars wise.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah. So I go with it. It's an A minus for me. It's just cool that it was a May the 4th kind of little gift to celebrate with. So it was awesome. Let's. I mean, I got the list here, boys. What's your favorite episode of the season?
I had the Screechers Reach one.
Hell yeah.
Screechers Reach. Which one's that?
Oh, you do have the countries there. Okay, yeah, cool. Cartoon Saloon, the second one.
Oh, the Ireland one. Of course it is. BK's favorite. Yeah. It's from Ireland.
It was my favorite before I even realized it was that studio, though. Honestly,
yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's just this cool, weird horror kind of take on it all, and like I don't know. Yes, I like that one.
Yeah,
it's crazy that both of you say that because that was probably my least favorite.
This might even be my new favorite Star Wars thing. This might be like this is like the best thing Star Wars has churned out. Like,
okay, Nick, you have to go. You have to go watch more Cartoon Saloon stuff. There's like one movie called Wolf Walkers. Hell yeah. You would probably love Wolf Walkers, and then they've done a few other things, but Wolf Walkers especially. Really,
I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with this studio. I definitely want to check.
I mean,
so what was your favorite?
I mean, the South Korean one, the Journey to the Dark Head. I just like that style of animation. I thought the storyline was kind of cool. It was a little dark, but it was more about Jedis. The thing for me, just to go back to the one you guys both liked, the ending of that one.
Yeah.
The ending of that one and the ending of the final episode were like the Jedi take away the kid by the end, one from their friends, and leave these 2 other kids and the little kid, the 2 older kids and the 1 little kid, who were like literally slaves in some type of like mining facility. Was kind of depressing by the end of it. And I was like, okay.
Classic Jedi story, like taking Anakin and not his mom, and
right, it is
classic Jedi trope.
It's supposed to be like bittersweet.
Yeah, it finds its way in there. Yeah,
Luke's aunt and uncle being murdered, and then Obi-Wan swoops him. I mean, we know. I know what you mean, Beaks.
Yeah.
And the last one was
I know what you mean too. Like it is a bit. Yeah, it's kind of a harsh ending, but it's
yeah. And I'm like all May the 4th up. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Okay, my other second favorite one, I think, is the Spy Dancer.
That one's so good.
Spy Dancer. Oh yeah, that one was cool. That one was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like I don't know, the animation was wild looking, and her like crazy breast fighting stuff was just like nuts, and I don't know.
And same really thing, cool. Bittersweet. Like it's like you end that one like even though it's a win, you're like, oh, this is so sad.
Yeah.
Like
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I like the bittersweet endings. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know. I liked all of them. The first one, Sith, was cool. The animation was really cool with the like painting kind of stuff going
yeah.
on.
I also think that one, like that was the best one to choose as the first one, because like in a way it's almost my least favorite, but like it really like sets the tone. It's got like that, like it's just so full of movement and everything that like I thought it's a great
Yeah,
first episode.
I agree.
Even though there's so many more I like
yeah,
way more than
Yeah.
yeah. It's true. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
And there's
yeah.
like not much storyline at all. They don't really explain much, but then it just
It's
goes.
It is pretty simple.
Yeah. I agree.
And it's cool. You get someone who's clearly trying to buck away or break away from the Sith. Like it's cool that it's like, oh, she's already like in. So many more of these stories are people getting turned. Like this is someone who's already made the choice and is now trying to backtrack. And it was just like it's like, oh, you don't see too many of these. Like that's a cool story in the Star Wars universe.
I Am Your Mother, I thought was the most entertaining and had the most references to actual Star Wars lore.
It was like
it was
the most
I
like
little clay animation.
Gromit. Yeah.
Yeah, totally,
the first
Nick.
one, the one with the song and whatever in the first season.
Yeah.
I feel like that one and I Am Your Mother are like they're not the same, but they're both like fun, like bouncy, like
that
cartoons
vibe.
that are sort of different from like the other vibes of the things, you know.
And I felt like the journey
Yeah.
to the Dark Head was very similar to the one with the twins.
Yeah.
In the first season, and that was probably one of my favorites in the first season. I just like that style of art and the way that it's done. For me,
I love the Sith dude. How he had that like rape for a mask. Like he like that was just such a cool Sith look. It's like, oh, dude, his design was amazing.
I also really enjoyed In the Stars. That was a really good one. The chili one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That one was really
the animation
cool.
was really like cool. It's like stop motion, something like mixed with like digital or something. It's like it's really.
And this is like bizarre planet, you know, that's getting drained for its like water and stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah,
for sure.
And to be honest, too, the pit I thought was also pretty cool because it was a dark storyline, but it had kind of a positive spin. I mean, you know. By the end of it had a positive spin, and I thought that one was really interesting. That looks like Lucasfilm LTM or LTD on that BK. You see that?
Oh yeah. I remember there was one. Yeah, that's like I think someone that's been working there a long time too, and then they got the chance to direct that.
Yeah.
So, that one's really interesting. That's a very weird Star Wars story.
It was cool.
I liked it a lot.
The India one, the Bandits of what is it, Golok?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was.
That was very traditional, kind of traditional Star Wars story right there, but with a little bit of a spin on it. Yeah. Altogether, it was a great season and stuff. Nick, what was your favorite?
Cool.
I'm sorry.
When you look at the. Yeah, go ahead. What was your favorite?
Oh no, just Screecher's Reach and is it Ao's song? Like I want those two to have a trilogy.
Nick picks the two that
she has, like where she has to like save the girl from the Sith. Like it's like, oh man, like,
you think that those are Siths?
Oh well, no, I think Ao goes with a proper Jedi trainer, and I think they're like their flip side images. Like the girl in Screecher's Reach for sure is getting manipulated by a Sith. Like she is joining the dark side without realizing.
That's what's going on, Beaks. You think so too?
I think I think that's a Sith in that one for sure. Yeah,
really.
The Banshee in the cave is the old apprentice, and she tricked her into killing. It's not a ghost. That's the old apprentice, I think. And so when she's like, "No, keep the lightsaber," and it's like, "Oh, you have a red lightsaber, like girl, you don't." Even
I didn't even think about that. It was the apprentice. So I'll have to watch that again.
Yeah, like and I think Ao in the other one, like I do think that Jedi actually like that's a Jedi. And she's like, "No, I'm like you're." And it's sad because it's like you have a duty. Like we're running low on numbers. Like you have to join us. Well, the Sith one is like, oh, you're mine. Like I'm getting
it. Well, and you're getting this great opportunity to like go and do something, but like actually you're gonna like feel a lot of pain.
Okay.
And so it's like, dude, if they posted those guys up in a trilogy where they had to face off, love it. I think that'd be so sick.
Yeah, or I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
soldiers,
we might watch this child soldier like kill that Sith and like take over or something. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, Nick, you're making me like it even even more. Now it sounds even more effed up than I thought it was.
No, it's crazy. Like they are crazy Star Wars stories. This Visions is like kind of wild. Like they really like. like you said, there's the Indian one that's a little more traditional, but like all of these other ones are like very bizarre stories in this universe. Like I love them all. I almost want to say S. Like if not S, a very high A. You know,
yeah.
like,
Like
this
the
was a
more we
good
talk about it,
season.
the more I'm like, maybe it is just on par with the other season. I don't know.
Yeah, and they're just different. It's a different vibe, but the quality is as good. Yeah,
because like look,
this
at,
one's
I don't know, they
somber.
go to so many different like countries they didn't go to the other time too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want them to do any spin-offs. Originally, I thought that would be cool, but now that we have the second season, I kind of like how they just do this and just keep doing these one-offs. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. It's a cool May the 4th gift too. I hope that they keep this tradition up. Maybe every other year we get a season of this.
100%.
All right, let's keep the show moving here. We're gonna do a bunch of Star Wars news, and then Star Wars news pick of the week, and then we'll do our tier list. So our other Star Wars news, this was just announced a day ago. The new Star Wars video game. We're gonna watch it's 10 minutes. All right, we're just gonna play the trailer in the background then. The one thing I want to say off tops, Nick D, and maybe you can go more into depth on this. This is a Ubisoft game. Now, Ubisoft isn't. I know they did Prince of Persia is kind of their claim to fame, if I'm not miscorrect, right?
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
Right? I think that's their claim to fame.
That sounds right. Because when you said Ubisoft, I was like, who did that? And then, because did Ubisoft also do Assassin's Creed?
You know what? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It's Assassin's Creed.
No, I think they did both because I think they bailed on Assassin's Creed. I mean, they bailed on Prince of Persia to do Assassin's Creed, and then now they're bringing it back, right?
No, it's Assassin's Creed. You're right. I was miscorrect. I was mistaking Assassin's Creed for Prince of Persia.
And did they also do Far Cry?
They did Far Cry. They did Rainbow Six, Watch Dogs. Far Cry, Watch Dogs. I'm pretty sure they also, now that I got that other one wrong, I gotta double check this. But didn't they do South Park? They did. They did the South Park games. Wow. Fractured Butthole and Stick of Destiny. Or is it Stick of Destiny?
Both
Stick of Truth.
Great game.
Those were fantastic games, but that's a different style of gameplay than what this looks like. This game looks awesome. The storyline looks cool too. This is actually a different trailer. This is a gameplay trailer. I guess the first one I watched was just the storyline trailer. It looks really, really cool. I'm a little hesitant just because Ubisoft kind of has made some all right games over the years, and they've kind of caught some slack. But this looks really awesome.
Yeah. You look like Ripley from Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of reminds me of Dr. Aphra from the comics a little bit.
Do we know who this character is? Like, is this like a pre-established character? Or is this a whole new?
I don't think so. I think it's a brand new character.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's a brand new character with a new storyline.
And it's interesting that you're like events you're shooting, so you're not a Jedi. You don't have like powers.
No, you're not a Jedi. No. Events in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see like a synopsis or anything on Wikipedia or nothing right now.
I mean, I didn't even know this was. Maybe I was out of the loop, but I didn't even know this was getting announced because the other Star Wars game just came out.
Yeah, I had no idea. No idea.
I think because like they just all those rights. Because I think was it EA? Only one company had rights to do Star Wars games, and that ended in the last couple of years. So, and you can just tell now they're cranking them out. We're going to get Star Wars games for years now.
Yeah, Disney's letting anyone mess with it now.
Oh, well, what? You get a speeder bike?
Remember too, infamously, EA did with Battlefront. I think Battlefront 2, or maybe I think it was 2. It was very controversial because it was a very pay to win kind of scenario where you couldn't earn. I forget how it all worked out, but you couldn't earn certain characters unless you played like 200 hours. It was something insane. But then you could buy those same characters. Yeah, it was exactly.
And then Darth Vader's on the cover, and you couldn't even play.
Couldn't
Darth
even play
Vader, and
at
that
him.
like enraged people.
Yep.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
Understandably so. That's not cool.
And they would like time you out. Like you could only earn points for like 4 hours. It was crazy. And they caught a lot of slack.
Thinks you're ignoring the chat, by the way. Just so you know.
Yeah, it's because chat's not saying anything of any use. You know, it's like nonsense.
Some about video games. Rainbow Six, Far Cry, South Park. I don't know.
Jared, I'm running everything. I was pulling it up on my own. Jared, I'm you and me. You Jared. Now I lost the chat. Oh, there it is.
Just stay on vacation, Jared. Just stay on vacation.
I had an extra window open where I was pulling up the info, Jared. You weren't quick enough.
Look at the way her hair bounces. Like, this game looks dope. Kind of looks like a.
I love that. That's like the thing you call that.
Like, yeah, like just like the little detail. Like, I was like, oh man.
It does look pretty good.
It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
This is very cyberpunk right there, like with the cool lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Yeah. Also, Jerry, you never answered my original question on whether they made Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I wonder what the story is.
So get out of here, Jerry. The one the one I watched, BK, she's like playing. It's like a couple of minutes long. She's like playing cards against some people, and then like these like, I think it's like a gang. You know, like those gangs that come in to mess with Han Solo and what was the first new movie?
Yeah, the Conjure Club and
yes, Conjure Club and stuff. Yes, BK, exactly.
Yeah.
And then like,
dang, what's the other one?
She gets up to run away or something, and then they're chasing her. Then she goes onto a spaceship that's like her ship, and like there's a person sitting in her chair, and she knows the guy and like says his name, and then he turns around, and then like the trailer cuts out. He's like, "I got a mission for you," or something like that. So clearly, you know. And she's got the little dog, which reminds me of the cats from Rebels. What are those called, Beaks?
Cats.
Reminds me of that.
They just call them like whatever planet they're on. They call them that cats, like the Loth cats and Rebels, because they're on Lothal. So they're just cats on whatever planet it is.
Is the other gang called Crimson something?
Crimson Dawn is a like criminal organization, but if that's not what who gets on the ship.
Crimson Dawn is from Han Solo.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
They're from Han Solo.
Okay. It's like what the Dragon Queen from Game of Thrones. That's what she's getting mixed up in with Darth Maul and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just Maul. Sorry, not Darth Maul. He's not Darth Maul at that point. It's just Maul.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game looks cool. I'll check it out. I mean, I probably won't because it's probably not going to be available on my older Xbox. But you know,
is there a release date? Oh, 2024.
2024. Who knows? It could get pushed back too.
If it comes out on Switch, I'll watch it, or play it, but I probably won't.
It looks way too high.
It looks really good.
It looks way too high definition beaks for Switch, but yeah. But yeah, that looks cool. So we're gonna mention that real quick. All right, and then we had two other things real quick. BK is re-watching Rebels in anticipation for Ahsoka. Ahsoka comes out.
Second season last night.
What's Ahsoka's date here? August 23rd, so next month.
23rd.
Yep. And BK's getting himself prepared.
No, we're still in June, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a month away. You're mid second season.
Like we got almost like 2 months. It's only like June. What is it? June 13th today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A month and 10 days.
Yeah, we got like 2 months. No, a month and 10 days.
Oh, it was 13 days. Yeah.
Well, no, like then July and then August.
June to July to August. We got 2 months.
Oh, I forgot about July. Oops. Well, no one needs July.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a newer trailer that came out recently, and the most interesting thing to me is Sabine from Rebels is running around with a green lightsaber, which presumably is Ezra's lightsaber, maybe, I guess. I can't remember now. Now that I watch Rebels, I'll get to see the end of it again and see like where they left everyone off exactly, because I don't exactly remember it all, you know. So that's kind of why I wanted to watch it all again, to see where this is all going. Because Ahsoka's.
Do you have any predictions for this show?
I don't have any predictions at all, because the trailer was so wild with like the new orangey looking lightsaber, and those people who are obviously not Sith, and I have no idea what's going on. Like, no idea.
Yeah.
And supposedly,
Oh
Hayden
wow.
Christensen is going to be in it too.
What about Freddie Prinze?
Wow.
So like, I have no idea how that's going to play into it either. But like, I don't know.
You
Can't
don't-
wait. We're gonna get to see Chopper in live action. It's
Yeah, Chopper in live action is gonna be great. There he is. You don't think we hear, because like there's not a chance of hearing Freddie's voice?
Oh, there's definitely a chance. I mean, I don't know. We gotta like get to.
Clearly, he's not being shown anywhere, so they're not hinting at it. But
No, but they would hide that because like they'd have to.
But he
get
could
to
be-
Ezra. Ezra would be the one that would hear him. So like,
he could
we
be a
gotta-
Force
They gotta get
ghost.
him first. Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna like. Nah, he's not gonna Force ghost. He might Force talk, but he's not gonna Force ghost. He doesn't know how to. Force
Oh wow,
ghost.
Rex is in it too.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't see this
And
actually.
is-
I wish I.
Yeah, I think I heard
yeah,
about
look,
that.
they
And then
list-
is there?
Ezra right here.
They list Hayden Christensen right there.
Yeah,
too.
Hayden Christensen. Yeah, Hayden Christensen right here.
Oh, and David Tennant too, who I think was the bad guy from Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh,
David
Four
Tennant?
Down.
dude, yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
Beaks.
He was like Doctor Who.
He's a great
Mhm.
actor too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kilgrave. Yeah,
yeah.
dude, he was fantastic. Yeah, he's good.
It's all lining up to be pretty amazing. I
Mhm.
don't know. I'm pretty excited.
I mean, I love Rebels. Let's get back to Rebels real quick. Rebels is, in my opinion, so far is the best cartoon, Star Wars cartoon, other than Ewoks, that they've made. Oh, and Droids. Droids is really
mean,
good too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I'd say it's the best. It's some of the best Star Wars they've made. It's maybe the best Star Wars Disney has made.
Well,
Yeah.
was it? Oh yeah, it was on XD, Disney XD. Wow.
Disney XD original. I
Yeah.
used to watch that on Disney XD.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you talked me into watching this, and I, because I wasn't huge on Clone Wars. Like, I enjoyed it. The movie was cool when it first
Yeah.
dropped and all that, but the show was, a little lengthy for me.
The
But
final season. Oh my, the finale 4 episodes of Clone Wars. Oh my gosh.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Click on him. Like, is
as
there any
Kanan.
hint
No, there's not.
that? Okay.
Yeah, he's great in
Clerks
the show.
3. I forgot about
Nice.
that. I mean, his character is one of my favorites. I read the comic.
Yeah, I forgot how like funny and like sarcastic he is.
Yeah.
During and like just watching the first season over again, I was like, man, he's great.
And this dude, or no, that's not him.
Zago?
What's the pirate dude's name?
Oh,
He's on the ride. He's on Smuggler's Run. Hondo. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, Hondo's great.
Yeah, it's a
And then
great.
you got Thrawn.
Thrawn,
Comes into it later,
yep,
like
yep.
so I'm like rewatching it. I just finished the first season. I started the second season. The end of the first season, they bring in Darth Vader to start like handling stuff, So then the second season starts, and it's like, oh man, Darth Vader's now a part of this. And they also drop Ahsoka at the end of the first season into it. So then it's like, oh, the show really takes off in the second season.
Yeah. Nick D, if you haven't
That's
watched
awesome.
this, I do recommend this show. It's really good.
I've seen random episodes. Like Max showed me some like random ones to watch. So like yeah, nothing consistent.
I think you got to watch the whole thing because it's an emotional journey, Nick.
Yeah,
It's
it
an
is.
emotional
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah. I got
It
to
ends-
77 episodes. Yeah.
It's crazy because it does end and I'm not a fan, which we'll talk about more next week probably, but I'm not a fan of big cliffhangers. This ends with a huge cliffhanger. But
Because it got canceled?
no,
Oh.
just
Just from where it lines up in the story. Oh, okay.
yeah, and just how they like. I think Filoni knew that there was more to be done and that he was going to get opportunities. I don't know. BK probably gets to say
Yeah.
more on that.
I mean, I don't know. I do think that they at some point were told that they had to maybe wrap up this project because the animation they had to do other things maybe, and XD was no longer like that folded, and so it was just like I think that's part of sort of why it ended a little bit. But then he definitely left it in a way where he was like, well, I'm not done with these characters totally.
Yeah.
Even though he does give like there's resolution sort of to like what I don't know is happening there,
Yeah.
but then it
Not
also
for
takes place
Ezra.
right before. Well, no, and it takes place right before the first like original Star Wars movie, like right before Rogue One and all that stuff, like the ending of it kind of.
Yeah.
And then it like jumps forward in time after that too in the ending to like post Return of the Jedi time, so like Mandalorian timeline or whatever timeline. So
Yeah.
like
It's
I don't know.
And
interesting.
what year is this?
Like in real life?
when it was coming out?
Yeah.
14
No. Like when did Rebels come out?
2014.
So
Yeah.
did they when does the first movie of the new trilogy come out? Did Filoni know that like, oh, we're about to start a new trilogy, and so he's like that, like maybe that's why he had to put it on hold, or I just don't know the timeline of
I think it probably was something like that, because then they started making this show that then quickly got canceled, which was called Star Wars Resistance.
Which was not that great.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about that.
They tried to put in the middle of a couple of the newer movies, and it just didn't work out all that great. And then Filoni got busy doing the Mandalorian and all that stuff and whatever kind of too. So then like and he did the Clone Wars season as well that they let him do. So he like had to do that, the final Clone Wars season. That was like an extra thing that Disney Plus did too. So I don't know. Yeah, he had other things to do.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And where are you in it? Like, what episode are you on?
I don't remember what, like maybe like season 2, episode 2 or something like that. I just got into season 2 last night. Yeah.
Right on.
I don't want to spoil too much for you because honestly, you should just watch it.
Yeah.
I will.
And it's been out.
It's been on my list for a minute.
It's been out for a hot minute, so there's not too much to talk about. It's a
It's
it's my favorite. That's
like
all
you'll
I'll
see
say.
when we do tier list later, Nick. Like
Yeah.
it is extremely high on my tier list of Star Wars stuff.
I would agree. And I've read some of the comics too. It's really good. I think BK, didn't you lend me one of the comics? I thought you lent it to me.
There's like a comic that's about Kanan a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. It's about his childhood and how he gets separated from his master. What happens with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Which then they kind of changed a little bit, sort of, because they do that in
The show. Don't they do
Bad Batch? I was trying to remember what show they did that in.
Yeah, there's that
was in Bad
flashback.
Batch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it starts off with Order 66, and that's when he gets separated from his master. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a fantastic show. But let's talk a little bit about Ahsoka, and I mean, I guess we kind of already did. I mean, I think this could be the best. I shouldn't even say that, but you know what? Fuck it, I will. This could be the best thing they've done, television-wise.
I think so too.
Television-wise,
for sure.
I don't want to build it up to being that. There, see that looks. Isn't that Ezra right there?
Yeah, in the hologram.
Yeah.
But then look, she's got his lightsaber, and she's like, wielding it. Like, I mean, she trained with the darksaber, so she knows how to like fight with that stuff. But it's just interesting that she's running around with his lightsaber.
And there's gonna be no Baby Yoda jibber jabber.
At least I'm pretty sure it's his. I was gonna say Tubi's gonna love this show more than the Mandalorian because of being no Baby Yoda, probably. So no Grogu.
And Book of Boba Fett was just a little. Look, Boba Fett's my favorite character, but it was a little bit of a letdown. A little bit. A little
bit of a letdown.
There was some cool scenes. There was some cool stuff that happened in it. But it was. I just kind of
very like.
I built it up on my mind, probably being better than it was, and I think I went into it expecting a little much, and it just didn't live up to the hype I'd built it up in my head. So I blame myself for it partially, but
if they would have treated it like Andor, if it had the same tone as Andor, that would have been insane. That would have been so sick.
Nick, you just reminded me. Andor's #1 right now in my heart. That was fantastic.
Andor's #1 for me. Yeah,
that was fantastic so far. And I can't wait for season 2. Yeah,
I like Obi-Wan too.
Oh yeah.
I kind of put Obi-Wan in the same boat as I put Boba Fett, where it was like, yeah.
I would put it above the Boba Fett series, but I do agree that it was also not like as great as I wanted it to be.
Those shows are hard because they have to live up to this hype that we already have. Where Ahsoka, like, she's only been a side character in Clone Wars and a side character in Rebels. Now she gets to be her own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is.
I mean, she's an occasional main character in Clone Wars because everyone's kind of like takes their episodes,
true.
you know what I mean?
But I mean, like, there's no real main character in Clone Wars. I'd almost say Rex.
No, there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah,
I would say the clones themselves, like Rex and crew, were kind of the main characters.
for some episodes, yeah, there are episodes that are all about the clones for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But this, and I mean, we got a great actor playing the lead.
One of our favorites.
Yeah, from Clerks fame.
Right. The night nurse from Daredevil.
The night nurse from Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage.
Yep.
So this could be really, really cool, man. I'm very excited for it. But we'll see. We never know. So it'll be interesting.
We'll see, but hopes are high.
Hopes are high. Hopes are very high. Chat now, Jerry, Stu,
Dave Filoni,
what are your
we trust.
thoughts? Yeah, that Beaks is right about that. That's the one thing. No offense to Favreau. Filoni is the chosen one.
Did you see what Sadu wrote? He said, "Whoa, Sabine's effing Ezra."
No,
so I think there's gonna be some sexual tension going on.
That's like that would be like him banging her like adopted son. Sadu, you're that's some creeper thoughts.
No,
right
they're more like siblings than.
Oh wait, Sabine's the one that. Oh, my bad. I was thinking the Twi'lek.
But I know what you mean. But yeah,
that's like her Hera. Yeah, that's like they're like brother sister.
More like his sister.
Yeah. Thank you, Beaks. Yeah. I was thinking of what's her name. Yeah. All right, whatever, Jared. You know what, Jared? I'm gonna ban you in a second. I have all the power. I'm running it, Jared. See me moving stuff around. I got chat powers. I'm Sith Lord Tubi over here. I'll come for you. But yeah, very.
There can be.
Yeah, very excited for this. I think this is gonna be real cool. So we'll see about that. All right, let's get into everyone's favorite segment, Video of the Week. We got 3 hot choices. BK even submitted one. So we're going to start off with Nick D's. Oh, nope.
Check it out.
Cyberpunk trailer.
It's like he jumps for that one.
Yeah, that third set of stairs he definitely went for. Yeah. I still haven't actually watched the Cyberpunk trailer yet.
I see what this is. I get it now. Okay.
Little bit of a meme.
Yeah.
We're memeing, boys. We're memeing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was one of my favorite parts from that movie. That's for sure.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I want to I ordered it that's gonna get delivered in the next week or two.
Let me refresh this.
Wait, Boffer, this one's for you. Check it out. Wait, Boffer, this one's for you.
Whoa.
Check it out. Wait, Boffer, this one's for you. Photo bomb. Mwah.
Watch it.
Wait, mate, watch it. Sorry. Take it easy, mate. Fucking hell. You having a laugh, mate? I'll get out of my shot, asshole. Is there actually a fight going on? Check this out! Choose again? There's actually a fucking fight going on! Wait, fucking hell! Mate, I don't having a fucking laugh!
Please! Daddy, no!
Fucking hell!
Oh my god!
He's actually gone in the water! Man overboard! Man overboard! I bet you wish you came! Fucking hell!
They're at the Sydney Opera House.
Was that staged? I don't know. That
I
was
don't.
absurd.
It felt a little staged.
Bro, get out of my shot.
It felt a little staged.
I think I would have thought it was real if you didn't say that it's probably staged. I think if you just showed me that,
I have no idea. I'm just saying.
I might, yeah. I don't know because I was watching it. Is it staged? I don't know.
It feels like it is because I don't know. The end though.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the. I think it's staged. The way the guys fight. Look at and the smaller guy threw the bigger guy over, didn't he?
Yeah.
Watch the towards the end. It looks like the bigger guy throws a punch that he purposely goes over his head, and then he gets purposely
So he
caught
can
like
get,
a
like-
wrestler so he can get thrown over, sort of.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna get hit with the.
It's pretty
golf
funny
club for a
though, man.
second.
The dude when
It
he's
is
It
funny
is.
though.
It
Yeah.
is.
All right, watch this.
yeah, right there. Well, the other guy tries to grab the selfie stick.
No, hold. It's coming. It's coming later. It's coming here.
Like that right there. That little.
That into that. It just seems like a little absurd. I don't know, but who knows? Who knows?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
It is. It is funny.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this? Who's that guy? Is it just some random guy?
It just randomly, randomly
just-
popped up for me, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
Like now,
I was just wondering if he's like a famous streamer or like who's this guy? He's just a random guy. Or
in the
what? I don't
comments,
know.
I'll say it's staged. So I don't know. I thought it was funny though. Just the
No one has a selfie stick in 2023. I'm saying.
Fight going on.
Just
Actually,
this guy at the end,
Yeah.
at the very end when he's
Yeah, man
when-
overboard.
yeah, that was the part that sold. Just his Australian accent. The other guy's American.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'll point out. Is it's like three. Right?
Yeah.
going in the water. Man overboard. Man overboard. Buffer. I bet you wish you came.
What does he say at the end there? What is it?
I don't even know.
I
don't
yeah.
know.
I bet we
Okay.
should have. I bet we should have came. I don't know.
I think he's
I
yelling
bet
at
we should have came.
a buddy, like he's making fun of. He's
Yeah.
recording this for a friend. I just thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
I just, and now I go looking for a video to show everyone for the week. And this one, like I told you guys before we even played it, or before we were off air, I was like, I'm pretty sure mine's fake, but it's just the way he goes, man overboard. Like I just thought that was so.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Is he
Man
okay?
overboard. Man overboard. Buffer. I bet you wish you came.
I think he's yelling at
I
his
bet you
buddy.
wish
and
you came.
you bet you wish you
Yeah.
came because you missed out on this funny
Oh,
shit.
I bet you wish you could. That's what
Yeah,
it is. I bet you
yeah.
wish you came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like now,
what he says.
if I'm on a trip and something wild happens, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, well, I bet you
Yeah.
wish you
Bet you
came.
wish you
This is good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. All right, we got
Yeah.
BKs.
All right. Hopefully this works.
I think there's a couple more indies in there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm real happy.
Bad
No. I sent it to you at the right spot. You
Oh.
yeah. You were good.
It was great to be
Because
on.
it's just one specific question in the how Harrison Ford
Ah.
answers it.
Sorry.
Can you turn the volume up any?
Yeah, but I mean, let me mute this commercial.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Unless Hertz wants to send a check, then we'll unmute it.
Yeah, Tom Brady jumping on couches.
I think there's a couple more indies in there.
I think you're still very hot. and we were stunned to see you take your shirt off in the second scene. I mean, it's just, and you've still got it. I mean, how do you keep fit? And you really, and can you ride a horse?
What was the last part?
Can you ride a horse? Which you did right there on screen. Yeah.
Let me tell you, yeah, I can ride a horse
What?
if they let me.
Wait.
Thank you I didn't mean to be cruel. No. I forgot everything up to ride a horse.
She also asked how you stay in shape, but Matt's kind of answered that with his Olympian story. So, yeah.
Which is but very kind.
So you just brought the bike for fun?
There's a partial truth there, but look, I've been blessed with this body.
There you go. That's really the best. The end. There you go. The whole answer to that question is just my video of the week. Amazing.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford just being hilarious.
He reminds me of my Uncle X so much. Like, that is awesome.
All right, let me get
That's got my vote. Someone in the chat, vote for me. Vote for that one.
Jared wrote, "It's Josh." I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Like Josh Blitzstein?
Oh, does he mean the guy sitting next to him? That's James Mangold, the director.
No, I think I don't. Yeah, Was my guy Josh Blitz? Is that what he's referring to? I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh, I bet. I bet that is Josh. Man overboard. I bet you wish you came. Yeah, that is Josh, Jer. That is Josh.
Yeah, the and the I can ride a horse part. That and I've been blessed. I've been blessed with the body.
Yeah.
All right, we got the poll up. Harrison Ford's up at 100% right now. Harrison Ford's at 100%. That one's a good one, Beaks. I hadn't seen that one, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So we had Harrison
We
Ford.
should bang out a quick Harrison Ford tier list.
Aussie boat. Well, dude, that's impossible. They're all S's.
They're all S's.
Cyberpunk. Blade Runner S.
Blade Runner.
Han Solo S. Indiana Jones double S.
Yeah.
When he's the president.
Air Force
Air
One.
Force One.
Air Force One's great.
Fugitive.
6 days, 7 nights.
Fugitive. That might be
6
a B.
days,
That
7
might
nights.
be a B.
Yeah.
He's about to be in Captain America. That's gonna be
Get
cool.
off my god! What is it? Get off my goddamn plane, or what? Right? Something like
Yeah.
that.
And then he
Classic.
Spartan kicks him. Yeah.
Yeah, classic. All right, so we got Aussie fight. We had Han Solo riding horses topless, and we had the Cyberpunk commercial with Keanu. It's surprising that Keanu's doing promotion for Cyberpunk because I thought it was more of a what's his name?
I think he is in it. I think Idris Elba.
Idris
and him are
Elba,
both
because
in
the original
Yeah.
trailer was Idris Elba doing the promotion for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I feel like only me, you, and Austin. I don't know if Austin's in the chat, but we're the big Cyberpunkers. Austin's
I'm so hyped for that.
was real far into it.
Never. Don't know much about it.
It's not on Switch, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be into it, BK. The storyline actually is fantastic. Keanu's amazing in it, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I'll say this, and this is a controversial statement, and I know Nick D already probably knows where I'm going to go with this. I personally think Cyberpunk was better than Zelda. And that's just my personal opinion. And I think that for me I think the storyline of Cyberpunk I connected with more, even with the gameplay not being maybe as good. The storyline in Cyberpunk, Johnny Silverhand, Keanu doing the voice, it just, dude, I'm just a Keanu guy, so it just worked for me. Like, nothing against Zelda and stuff, but
and the gameplay is just different. Like, I like how Cyberpunk, you feel like a god. Like my V at the end.
That's because you got that sword in the beginning and you were just dominating.
Yeah, dude, my V was like a force of nature. Like, yeah, like Night City was not ready for me. And it's like, I love that. Like, I love when a video game is like, oh yeah, you can break this game. Like, I love that.
It's wild, Beaks. Like, you get to choose like your penis size and shit. It's like, yeah, it's wild, bro. I've never played a game where you got to choose your penis size. Like, legit, like it shows it.
Is that an important aspect of the game? Like,
it never comes back up.
Like, it
doesn't come into play. Like,
it never comes
it's
into
just
play.
for your own head canon.
Yeah.
Just like, so you know.
Yeah.
I know what I'm packing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can make it a girl. You can make it a guy. You know, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I gave myself. I went extra large on my dude. And I did get to hook up with what's her name, Nick D. Who am I thinking of?
The chick with the dreads. I'm drawing a blank on her name.
That lives out in the outside world.
Yeah.
I hooked up with her inside the tank. If anyone that plays Cyberpunk knows, there's like a whole storyline that may happen or may not happen.
Tank thing, yeah.
And I the way I played the game ended up, I hooked up with her. So I was very.
She rejected me.
She rejected Nick D.
Yeah.
Dude, and it cuts into this whole wild sex scene, Beaks. It was way over the top. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I think she was like, yeah, I like you like a friend, and then she like turned on the radio, and I was like, oh, burn. Like,
There's like certain missions you had to end a certain way for it to work out, and I didn't do it on purpose either. Yeah.
It's
because I made sure to do all the missions with her. Like I did. I didn't know that was how it was gonna end, but I made whatever. I thought it was interesting. But yeah, shout out to Cyberpunk.
I'm gonna go back and play it, and I'm gonna play it as a dude this time, just because I hear that actor does a great job.
That's what happened with you, Nick. You were a girl, and she's like, "I don't go that way." That's what happened with you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because I remember we talked about this. Yeah,
right.
She's straight, and she's like, "I don't do that" or whatever. That's what she told you. Yeah. I remember now.
And I'm gonna do the dude next time because I hear that voice actor does a really good job. It's like, it's cool that you could just you can replay it and have like a completely different experience.
Yeah. On however you want to do it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So once again, another week where we end in a tie.
Love it.
Scrambles also wrote, and this one's ridiculous. I'm going to read this one out loud, and we're going to give Jer a hard time. Never seen Blade Runner. Jer.
It's real good.
What the hell, man?
It's real good. Blade Runner's on Max right now. 2049 is
and Sadhu, your movie opinions are getting lower and lower, bro. Addy, I'm not surprised by anything he says. Sadhu said Blade Runner definitely not S. Get out of here, Sadhu.
We were bored out of our minds. It's a thinking man sci-fi film, okay?
That's because Sadhu,
man sci-fi film.
Sadhu
you and Addy were watching it in film class, and you guys were just like, just weren't paying attention.
Well, notice how the two Harry Potter fans are like, didn't like Blade Runner. Not enough dragons and swords. Where's all the dragons and swords? Get out of here. Get out of here.
There's not enough magic.
Not enough magic. Ooh, you get out of here, guys. I know my brother Nick D over here. We're cyberpunk kind of guys here. So.
Oh no, yeah. Especially this month, I've been like, dude, you got me onto that RoboCop.
RoboCop. Judge Dredd. Sadhu didn't like Dredd either. Just get out of here, Sadhu. No offense, man.
Yeah. I want to watch the Stallone one now that you've been talking about the other one.
Man, I want the world to fall apart because we're more likely to turn into cyberpunk than we are ever turning into Harry Potter.
Anything else. Yeah, cyberpunk is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, idiocracy.
And me and Nick are itching for it.
Exactly.
BK already knows. I was talking about this the other night. I want to be a robot.
Yeah.
Sign me up, Elon Musk. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a robot. All right. So we're gonna end this, and it's a tie. It's a 3-way tie. I personally think BK won.
We all got one vote.
We all got one vote. It's Addy, Jer, Sadhu. We each got a vote.
Yeah.
I'd love to know who voted for what, though. That's funny. I think everyone agreed that mine was fake, which I figured mine was fake. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I seen them saying that.
Yeah. All right. I just the way he says.
Man overboard! Man overboard!
It is so funny.
Buffer! I bet you wish you came.
It's fake. Like. I want it to be real.
Yeah.
Because if that guy really just threw him off the boat like that, that's just like incredible.
It's incredible. Yeah. But another good week. I think it's awesome that we always tie. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Addy, you're coming back. You know, real quick, I gotta say this. Addy is who introduced me, I feel like. I mean, I'd already watched Star Wars, and you could argue that Star Wars is a little cyberpunk, but Addy's the one that got me into Aliens and freaking RoboCop, was watching that at Addy's house, and his dad always doing his Aliens impersonation, which Addy's dad's alien impersonation, top tier. But that's when I got into all that. And I feel like the first time I watched Judge Dredd was also with Addy.
Total Recall?
So... Total Recall, Total Recall is totally in that camp, Nick D. Totally in that camp.
Yeah.
And I'd say Predator 2 is kind of like you could see the world starting to turn into the cyberpunky world with the LA gangs and everything that's happening in the beginning half of that. But not as much futuristic stuff. But yeah,
Predator 2 is like it feels like a decade before RoboCop. Like you could tell that things are about to tech out, and then RoboCop, you're like, oh, okay, now the tech is like
OCP. He works.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's so OCP is so funny in the show too. When we get into RoboCop on the next episode or whatever. Yeah, the show is so cool. I'm really liking it.
All right, enough about that. And I'm just giving you guys, you fantasy guys, a hard time. Nothing. I don't hate Harry Potter. I've seen the Harry Potters. I still haven't watched all the Lord of the Rings though. I will openly admit to that. And it's Kevin Smith's fault. I'm gonna blame Kevin Smith.
Why, he told you not to?
The joke in Clerks 2 about the whole like trees walking. I'm not gonna spend 2 hours watching trees walk around. That always sticks out to me. I always think of that.
They are great movies, but are they all like 3+ hours? Like it is like it is like the exact thing that you're like, oh,
I think a super fan would tell you to watch like the extended cuts of all those films, which I think are all like super long. Yeah.
I'm just not a huge fan.
But they are good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they are good. They are good.
Yeah,
they're good. I haven't sat down and watched them in a long time, but like
exactly,
I would.
My favorite.
I walked out of the theater being like, "Oh, that was great. That was an amazing movie." Never saw it again, but yeah, they're all great.
Wow, Sadu says,
I definitely watched them at home again.
Lord of the Rings is overrated. Thank you, Sadu. It is. Real quick, my favorite fantasy. And BK's gonna get outlandish about this, but my favorite fantasy is Chronicles of Riddick. Because there's a little.
Good one.
Isn't there witches and stuff? If I'm not mistaken, it's a mixture of cyberpunk and fantasy.
That movie gets
a little
weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
Are there 3 of them? It's
like
Pitch
Black, and then there's 2 Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, and each one is like more bizarre than the last. You're like, oh, yeah.
Vin Diesel's best work. Best work.
Like Pitch Black is like amazing, and the Riddick movies are fun. But yeah, like Pitch Black is like a legit good movie. Like I like it.
I'm surprised Sadu isn't trying to tell us that How to Train Your Dragon is the best fantasy movie made, because Sadu is the biggest How to Train Your Dragon fan I've ever heard of. Those movies.
That's awesome. I've heard good things about that.
Yeah. What did Addy say? Blade Runner. Okay, yeah, I read Addy's comment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sadu. Yeah, okay. Sadu's agreeing a little bit. All right, let's just get in the tier list. Let's get right into the tier list, and we're going to start off with. Is this in the right order? I think this is BK. I think this is in the right order. No, Mandalorian.
That's awesome.
No, it's not. No, it's not. All right, let's go. We'll go with the order they got, though. So first and foremost, Speaks. We got. Oh yeah, it's definitely not in the right order. I'm stupid as could be.
Oh, what are these? What does this list to? Grandmaster, Council Member, Master Knight, Padawan, Youngling.
Okay. I didn't notice that, Beaks.
That's dope. Yeah, that's awesome.
And we all know what happens to the younglings, so be careful.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, a little heligrip text real quick. Let me.
Oh, and actually, I'm gonna send a meme that I was like, oh yeah, I saw this the other day. This is fun, and it's Star Wars related.
Okay. Oh. Put it in the chat, Nick, on Discord, please.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just get right into it. We obviously, A New Hope is Grandmaster, because without New Hope,
I mean, I'm gonna say it's gonna be hard to. The original trilogy is just gonna all wind up in Grandmaster, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, we could put. I won't be soup. I know that this is a joint list, so I won't take insult if we end up putting Return in at least council member. Come on, I mean, we're like, but
I mean, yeah, so that's what I mean. There's no way it's going any lower than that. I mean, no chance.
Clone Wars at best. Clone Wars is at best as a master. I'm gonna be harsh about the first 3.
The show or what?
No, the movie.
What are we talking about? Oh, Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. My bad.
Okay, Attack of the Clones is probably like a night.
Okay. Wow, Beaks. I
could try to be a little harsh if you want. That's what I'm saying. If you really want,
if
you don't want to like, if you want to like divide things a little bit,
Beaks. Yeah. We could go back at the end. Rebels is Grandmaster, but it's probably going to be at the end.
Rebels is Grandmaster.
Yeah, it's got to be because it's the best cartoon. Oh, I didn't preference this, and I'm going to preference it now. I'm going to step in and say something. This list is kind of BS. BK probably already knows where I'm going. It's missing 3 of the best Star Wars things. Well, technically 4. Well, actually, technically 5. It's missing Ewoks the cartoon. It's missing Droids the cartoon. It's missing the 2 Ewoks side movies that were all right. They're all right. They're probably Padawan at best. But Droids the cartoon is at least a master. And Ewoks the cartoon is at least a knight. It's also missing the Christmas special. So, But Christmas special is a special, so I could see that being left out. But the 3 cartoons, the original cartoons from the 80s, should have been on here. Just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones might be a Padawan, possibly. It's think about it. Think about it.
Hey,
More.
I'm fine with that. All right, this is Younglings. It's got to be. I watched it.
What is that?
What?
That's that
What
show.
is it?
That's that show Resistance Beaks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that can go down there. It was not very good. I tried to watch it because I try to watch everything, and it was just like it was not good.
I got
It
halfway through.
Canceled for a reason.
Yeah, I got halfway through. Return of the Jedi. I mean, I would put it in Grandmaster, but if you guys want to put it in Council Member, I'll accept it.
I mean, I'm down for.
I'll put it on you, Beaks.
Well, it depends how we're gonna do the list, because if I don't know. So I said leave it in Grandmaster, and we'll revisit as we go down.
Okay. I mean, for me, it would be top tier.
I feel like the original trilogy is like, I don't know. It's just
but Luke Skywalker and
the
all
backbone of everything.
There's no better Luke Skywalker than all black Luke Skywalker with a green lightsaber. I mean, the OVerShow colors were chosen for a reason, and I'll tell you that much.
Thought it was Generation X.
It was a little bit of everything, Beaks. It was a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It was
just all lined up.
DX. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The prequels, I'm probably not. None of them I would personally. Now, this is a generational thing too. I couldn't see any of them being a Grandmaster. I would say with this one, at best, it would be Master. I think
Is that
Revenge of the Sith.
Phantom or Revenge of the Sith?
It's Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, Revenge of the Sith.
Wait, is this the one with the meme? Like, we acknowledge your.
This is the.
Oh, this
Jedi.
This one's memed like
deny
crazy.
I have the higher ground.
We deny your rank as master. Is that what this is?
Yeah. It's also Annie. I have the higher ground.
Yeah, I mean, I almost got to say Grandmaster then. Like,
Nah.
this is Anakin at his best.
I'll put my foot down on that.
Like when Anakin.
I know
you can leave it at Master for now. We'll revisit it.
I get Nick D
because it's at least Master. Yes,
it's at least Master.
Yeah.
I'm Nick D. I'll be real. I'm giving it Master because of the memes and how it's now become a staple as of now.
Oh, see, that has nothing to do with my affection for the movie. I think the movie itself is the best movie of the original trilogy.
No.
Or sorry, the prequel trilogy for sure.
No.
It's definitely the best of those 3 movies.
No way,
it has Order
dude.
66 in it, which is one of the most consequential moments in all of Star Wars.
That's cool.
I'll
I'll give you that part. And he mows down the younglings. That's cool.
He mows down the younglings.
And
I
he mows down the
Anakin,
Tusken Raiders too, Beaks. He mows down the Tusken Raiders in that one.
He does.
In the
And
beginning.
I enjoy the Anakin Obi-Wan fight. There's some cheesy George Lucas dialogue in all of these movies, but this one, it's the best of all of them.
All right. Well, then here, my argument, and I'll argue with you on this one. I think Phantom Menace is better than that, and my reasoning is the pod racing. The pod racing is so iconic. And it's so cool. The outfits are amazing. We meet Jar Jar. Let me say it one more time. We meet Jar Jar, the most underrated Star Wars character of all time, Jar Jar Binks. And I was
Saved Grogu.
I was still young enough to super enjoy this one. By the time the next 2 came out, we were already going 8th grade, then high school, and they just didn't hit me the same. But when this one came out, I was like, what, 6th grade? Something like that, right?
Something
that seems about right.
98.
Jer, run me in the chat here. Jer. I loved it, dude. I was really about this one when it came out. I really was. I really enjoyed this one. I would say for it, I would at least say council member and give it the highest rating.
Wow.
At most, if you want to go,
I think that's wild.
Okay, I'll go Master, and it's above the other one.
It's definitely not above that one, though.
Dude.
I mean, what do you think, Nick D?
I
don't agree.
I don't.
Double lightsaber. First time we see the double lightsaber.
It has one of the. It might have the coolest lightsaber fight stuff going on in that moment right there, but actually that's not even true because there's some great stuff going on with Obi-Wan and Anakin.
We meet the battle droids.
It just, I don't know. It doesn't even compare to me for the other
battle
one.
droids are dope.
We meet the battle droids for the first time. And we get introduced to this whole world in that one. It's like the New Hope of the prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know. I don't agree.
All right, I think is fine.
Is superior.
I think they can be on the same.
I'll sneak it in.
Rank,
I'll sneak it down below.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll sneak it there.
I do feel like I'm like, man, I do think that trilogy ends way stronger than it starts. And again, not like knocking the first one, but yeah.
I will say I was really disappointed. I think what set me off, and I know BK probably has heard me say this story many a times. What broke my little child heart was the death of Darth Maul. That Halloween, before the movie had come out, they were already doing promotion. And that Halloween, because it came out in, I think in December, if I'm not mistaken, I was already dressed up as Darth Maul that Halloween. Yeah. There's photos of me. I was Darth Mauled up. And then, boom, my character was taken away from me before I even, got to enjoy him. So you know what?
You didn't know that Halloween.
But then he came. But then he came back in the cartoons. He came back. He dressed as a loser.
Yeah, and
you should have been cut in half, Tubi. You should have been cut in half.
A hole in my chest. Yeah. All right, Rogue One, council member.
Yeah, I love Rogue One.
Yeah,
Rogue One's got those Andor vibes, like just like the cinematography, like just the vibes of it. Like that one scene where he's standing out in that field and it looks like an old samurai movie. Like, oh shit, and it's raining. Just the shot, even.
No argument for me. I mean, Rogue One's great.
Jared said 1999.
I don't think it's like S tier, just for me, but it's like just below the S kind of territory.
Yeah.
Jared said 1999 is the year it came out, and he saw it with Cameron in Orinda. It's a little Jarvis Jared.
Hell yeah. Right. I know Jer had the double-sided lightsaber too. Jer for sure had that.
Dude, I could go run into my room and grab some toys, but I won't.
I mean, after the tier list, maybe go grab, what
no,
you can.
I'm not going to. But they're all set up nicely. I don't even want to disturb them. Solo.
Everyone run to their room and grab one Star Wars item. Go.
Solo, I'd probably put as a knight. Yeah.
I really liked Solo when it came out. Like, I haven't seen it since. I've only saw it in theater one time. But I will say, I walked out of that movie being like, oh, that was good. I like that movie.
Woody Harrelson's good in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I enjoyed it too. I don't think it's like, it's not as strong as some of the other movies. It doesn't have like the consequential stuff as like the, main storyline ones, but I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Okay, so we got Clone Wars, the cartoon. Or no, this is Clone Wars, the movie, and this is Clone Wars, the cartoon, Beeks. So it's the movie.
Okay, the movie is a youngling. Or no, the movie's a Padawan.
A Padawan.
The movie, that's exactly what it is. It's a Padawan.
And it, honestly, it goes hand in hand with the Attack of the Clones. Because it's in that same time period.
It's the same time period.
That's
and stuff.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And that's the first time we meet Ahsoka.
Yes, and she's super annoying.
Yeah, she is.
Most people found her super annoying.
And then now it's a Clone Wars cartoon would probably be a knight.
I think that is a council member.
I'll.
It does seem like it seems like because so much is contained within it.
I'll meet you in the middle, and I'll give it a master.
Okay, we'll give it a master.
I'll give it a
Because
master.
77 episodes, that means there's like 30 plus hours of it. Like, yeah.
Dude, there's like more Clone Wars than anything else in Star Wars. Like hours.
Yeah.
Like, the guy who did the music for all the cartoon shows, his name's Kevin Kiner, and he did I think he's gonna be doing Ahsoka too, and he did like Bad Batch and Rebels, and like he did all of it. It's just crazy because like John Williams like is the Star Wars music guy, right? Like, but like that guy has actually done like way more Star Wars music than John Williams will ever possibly like contribute. So it's just interesting. Like I don't know that they like merge because he uses some of John Williams' stuff here and there or whatever, But like, yeah, his sound is like a huge part of Star Wars too.
Before I go,
that's hell of cool.
Before I go any further, this list kind of sucks. There's no Book of Boba Fett or Obi-Wan.
Hold on. It's missing a bunch of the newer shows.
I'll go back and look in a second. Chat's not saying anything. I just want to point out, chat hasn't chimed in at all. I was expecting some Addy comments, maybe a Sadu comment here and there. Nothing from these fools. But we'll finish it up right here. Now, I'm going to be controversial, and I'm going to say that I thought that the first one was the best, and I would give it a council member. Right? I'm just going to throw that out there.
I like the first. How does the first one end? Where do we end that movie?
It's okay. There we go. There we go, Nick. The worst ending in any Star Wars movie.
All right, I'm bumping it down as we said that. Yeah. Okay.
And I love the movie too. And like Tubi knows, we watched this movie like
a million
over
times
and over again after it came out. Like almost when we were like kids again, and we were just like, "Oh my god, Star Wars! We can watch Star Wars again."
I was really hyped.
You'd probably be like, "Yeah, you guys would not stop watching that movie."
I was really hyped off of it. Me and BK saw that in theaters probably like 5 times. I think we saw it like 4 or 5 times in theaters.
Hell yeah.
I know we saw the other 2, 3 each. Because we saw it like
for sure.
We saw it opening night. We definitely saw it at the Grand Lake, and I want to say we saw it another time like matinee. Each of them.
Or we'd go to whatchamacallit in San Francisco.
Oh, that's right.
Draft House.
That's right, Beaks. You're right, dude. We
definitely or the drive-in too. So then sometimes
yeah. Now the other 2, I'm gonna get real, and I'm gonna say this one here pissed me off. So I'll give it at best a night. And we all know why.
And then my bad. What happens in this one? This is the one where Snoke dies. This is the fight with Snoke.
Yeah, but
okay.
But the reason it pissed me off was the whole how they played Luke Skywalker out, and and it's nothing to do with throwing the lightsaber. It's nothing to do with any of that. It's just that I wanted a little more out of it. I just wanted a little more. It's kind of the same way I felt about Obi-Wan, and it's the same way I'm going to say about this. And I know I've said this. I think I've said this to Sadu, and I probably said this to BK. I would love it, and I know there's a lot of things and like politics and a lot of jibber jabber, but I want the 3 of them to get along and shoot another batch of movies, because what happened with the original movies is Harrison Ford didn't want to do it, Carrie Fisher didn't want to do it, and they ended up never doing it so long that they ended up making the prequels, and we never got to see the 3 of them on screen together the way we should have. I would like it if Poe Dameron, Finn, and Rey can come back on the screen together and give us another 3 before it's too late, before one of them passes on, heaven forbid, or something else were to happen. Something else were to happen.
Well, but like you already know that they're doing a movie with her.
I know, but like I'm a Finn guy. I really liked Finn. BK, you know this. I've said this before.
I know,
really liked
but
Finn.
he was the most sour.
He's the holdout. I know he is.
So
I know he is. And
I mean, honestly, like we don't need Poe, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
he was supposed to die in the beginning of the first movie, and he probably should have.
He's a cool character, but
would have made better. He was a fine. Like I don't know. I think he's kind of useless. Honestly,
he's kind of annoying in the second one.
And like the third one, I don't know, just the bicker. I don't know.
Oh, it's the third one. It's the third one. He's kind of annoying in. My bad. It's the third one. He's kind of annoying in it. Yeah.
Well, the second one, he's like going kind of rogue a little bit too, messing stuff up too.
Yeah. Finn, we need Finn and Rey. You're right, Beaks. I'm with you. We need Finn and Rey to make a good one.
And just because like it's gonna be about the Jedi stuff going forward, so I just feel like Poe doesn't really even play into it. Really, like it's like. I don't know. It's a different kind of thing. It's not going to be like, okay, we have to go fight this empire. It's like, I don't know. The story has to be way different than that. So like,
and the storyline to see a stormtrooper take off the helmet, which we all, I know he's a first order trooper. He's not a stormtrooper, but let's just call it what it is. He's a stormtrooper. To see a stormtrooper finally take the helmet off and then switch sides. Dude, that's something I had imagined when I was a kid playing with my action figures. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something you had thought about. Like, what if one of these stormtroopers was just like, "Fuck it," you know? Like I'm going to the rebel side, right? I'm out. You know. And I had thought about that, and then to finally see it live in action was so cool, you know. And then how he's like, especially in that first one where he's like, I just got to get out of here. But then Rey gets taken away. He's like, no, that's like. Obviously, I thought there was a little bit of sexual tension with them, which is kind of how the way they did the Luke Leia thing.
Well, I think it was in the beginning. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know if like maybe it wasn't a fully fleshed out idea, but it's like it did feel like they were doing that.
I don't think so, Nick. What I think it is, and maybe BK will back me up or disagree with me. I think she's gonna be his master, like Jedi master, and he's gonna be her.
Oh, in this upcoming, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's the connection they had was a Force connection, and I think you start to tell that by the third one that it was. You thought it was sexual, kind of like how we thought Leia and Luke were. Granted, they kissed, and that was kind of creepy now looking back on it. But by the end of it, it was a Force connection, and that's what you learn by Return of the Jedi, greatest movie ever made. That it was a Force connection, and I feel like that's kind of the same thing. By the third movie in this installment, we learn that really he wields the lightsaber. What, midway through the first movie, right, Beaks? In that scene at
in the forest when everyone's scattering.
Traitor, you know, traitor.
Yeah.
Twice he wields it in the forest and on the building. In the snow forest, he wields it again.
Oh yeah,
he wields it twice.
Yeah. Because later on he gets whooped up.
Yeah, he gets whooped up against the tree and all that. Yeah, and then Rey pops up and she grabs it. Yeah. Anyways, I'm a Rey Finn kind of guy. I would love to see their storyline.
All they had to do right there was have Luke Skywalker pop in and pick up the lightsaber and be like, boom, beat Kylo Ren down, but not kill him and leave him for dead, and then take off, and then the movie's better.
And you know another thing too, and they kind of gave it to us in this third one.
I don't know. They did the. I don't know. It didn't make any sense why he disappeared.
They didn't make Kylo Ren badass enough. They needed to do more flashbacks with Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren where they're like tearing stuff up. And they kind of gave us a little bit of a taste of it in the beginning of the third one, but they didn't really build it up. And I'll also say this. Look, the dude's a good actor. Never should have took the helmet off. Never should have took the helmet off.
I mean,
never should have took his shirt off. Him topless with the
disagree
pants.
With the helmet
no, dude, the helmet should have stayed on.
Completely disagree. I also, if we get back to the list, I completely disagree with your placement of the movie too. So
really, where do you want to put it?
That one for me is better than the first one. Even though I know you don't like the Luke's whatever stuff, but
and the mask coming off.
He's amazing with the mask.
All right, well, this is the BK guest list.
Part of the great part of that, like, I don't know. For me, that movie, I would go council member, and then but you can put it master, and because the Force Awakens, as I said before, it's not like I don't like that movie. I like the movie. I am very sour about the ending because it also is. It's what set up the stuff that everyone doesn't like, and that's what I don't know. And J.J. Abrams, he repeated the exact setup of the original storyline. So that first movie is set us off on this course of we're just repeating what we did. We don't have an original idea at all going on.
If it isn't broke, don't fix it.
And we don't know how to write Luke Skywalker into this movie, so we're just not going to write him into it because we're afraid to figure it out. And now we're just going to give it to the next guy. That's what J.J. Abrams did, and that's why I don't know.
I do agree with that, and I think that Rian Johnson, he recovered with Glass Onion or whatever that thing is called, and he's doing just fine.
Oh, he recovered just fine, yeah. And I mean, recovered that. There was The Last Jedi made tons of money and stuff, but people hated him. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was 2 or 3 months there where it's oh, dude, you're done. You're public.
No, I knew he wasn't done because his movies are too good, and so
and I just thought
people are just mad about
unfair.
The Star Wars part of it. Yeah.
It was not his fault. It was Abrams' fault. Abrams, all the shit that was talked about Johnson, that should have been lumped on Abrams. And Abrams skated away, just oops, not me.
Well, then he came back. I mean, we could also blame, just in general, they probably should have had, an outline of beginning to end, at least, before they started 100%. The whole process of, where generally what we're doing. But, that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
But I would put The Last Jedi and Force Awakens, that said to me, I'd put them very close to each other is what I'm saying. So when bump it down, put it whatever. They're very near each other.
I'll leave it.
I personally
this is the
like
BK
that
list.
one. I like that one a lot.
All right, let me sign off on chat real quick. I want to rewatch these Adam Driver because dudesy. Good call, Jerry.
Hell yeah.
Make it for Tubi. Thank you, Jared. That's a great hashtag. Let's get that hashtag going. Saduro, completely agree with Tubi.
What are we making it for you?
The first doing another 3 with that cast.
What is he even? What are they even talking about?
Doing the other
I'm
3 with that
confused.
cast.
They just say we're. Oh, okay.
I'm explaining it to you because I've been keeping up with chat because I can see it here. Sadu wrote completely agree with Tubi. That's when I was saying whatever a while ago. It was a minute ago.
Yeah, okay.
Helmet off, helmet on, shirt off. You know what, Jerry? I would have taken that. I would have taken that, Jerry. Sure.
Shirt off.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jake wasn't here. I don't know if Jake's still in here. We're talking about Star Wars, Jake. You're gonna hate it. And someone's
asking for opinions on Phantom Menace.
Our opinion on Phantom Menace. I wanted to give it a higher rating on the tier list, but we didn't because BK had good reasoning. I said pod racing.
Yeah, general feeling. Pod racing is epic. The fight at the Duel of Fates fight at the end is super awesome.
They wrote it again. Again.
There's some absurd lines in that movie. Like I always crack up when he walks up and he's like, "Are you an angel?" That one cracked me up. And there's some classic like George Lucas clunky dialogue, but like overall,
Natalie
pretty
Portman's
good. It is the movie that
dresses.
introduced midichlorians, and people are very, they don't like that usually very much.
Divided on that. Yeah.
Honestly, it interests me that George Lucas is the one who invented all this, so that's his idea. He can do whatever he wants. Like, I'm here for the George Lucas of it all. Like, I just wish George Lucas would have made the last 3 movies.
Acknowledge her dresses were fabulous.
Oh, her dresses? Are you kidding me?
Queen Amidala,
the dresses were fabulous.
Outfits and makeup. Oh, they're incredible. Her whole wardrobe across these
Jake,
films is like.
I agreed with young Sorensen. Natalie Portman could get it. Yeah, Jake's right.
Do you remember when she's in it might be the second movie, she's wearing like that leather outfit, and it's just like, what is this dress? I don't know. She wears the craziest stuff.
The infamous white outfit too, where her top gets ripped and she's got the midriff kind of going.
Oh yeah,
Queen Amidala's like style is the best part of the prequel. Like Queen Amidala is the best character.
Naboo. Planet of Naboo.
Naboo was amazing. Naboo was amazing.
Yeah.
Number 2 sucks though because that's when they're rolling around in the fields and stuff, which is why we have it under Padawan.
Yeah. Number 2 has all the like
some
real
great
bad
memes.
romance stuff, but it also has some great stuff in it that I really enjoy, like the fight with Obi-Wan and Jango Fett. That's a good time.
That was interesting. And the guy trying to shoot him inside the bar.
And Anakin kills Dooku in that. Or no, he kills Dooku in Revenge.
Dude, and don't get me started with General Grievous.
Oh, General Grievous.
Grievous, yeah, amazing. Phenomenal.
Yeah, well, again, one of the best characters. Dude, he might even be the best thing to come out of the prequels.
Okay.
Like, dude, Grievous is amazing.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Jake, there's some more Jake comments, and I'm loving the Jake comments right now. It's great to have Jake in the chat. All right. Addie wrote, pod racing was really dope. Video game was sick. True, Addie. 100% true. That's what I'm talking about, Addie. Jake wrote, Phantom Menace was one of my childhood GOAT movies. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
He follows it up with, though, wait for this, Beaks. Same with Terminator 2 and Halloween 1. Love it.
Hell yeah.
All some of the greatest movies ever made. Jake, we all know. Everyone knows Terminator 2 is your favorite movie, bro. We should make Jake, if your next Heligrip should be Terminator 2 themed. I'm going to throw it out there. And then, Beaks, we make a fake commercial where Jake's riding a motorbike. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
yeah, with the music, dun 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 dun, and it's Jake, and then we have a car chasing him, and then at the end he's just, I just wanted to give you your grip tape. It'd be funny.
Love it.
It'd be great. We should do that, Jake.
I see Theodore saying he hated how much Attack of the Clones made it seem like a love story. And I mean, I would say, it is a bit of a love story. They fall in love, they make love, and then they have babies, and then those babies continue on the storyline. So it's a bit of a love story. It's a family soap opera at the end of the day.
And you've got to feel the fall of Anakin. Like they've got to show the good times so that you know how far Anakin falls.
Yeah, the good times are just a little silly and over the top. That's all.
And real quick though, and also
rolling around. Oh man.
Terminator tier list, it's Terminator 2 is S, and the rest fall somewhere below it. That's how easy that list was, Addy. Done. List done.
Terminator 1 is S2. The first Terminator is great.
I'd say, I mean, if we're gonna break them down though, it's like Terminator 2.
Do we have like 2 things left to put on this list?
I know. I'm going to it. Mandalorian at best is a cancel member, and I'm being generous.
Yeah. I'm being
I'm being
I mean,
generous.
I wouldn't put it on the very top either, but I would put it up on a council member.
And then
I'd put the season 1 is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one,
man.
Beaks, tell me where you want to put it. I would
I
say
guess I put it on Night. Well, I
Yep.
don't even know if I could put it on Night. Yeah, I guess on Night behind Solo. Yeah.
it gets a little too all over the place for me.
It is a little too
Yeah.
all over the place. The Palpatine stuff I love because I just love
Yeah.
Palpatine. He's like so absurdly just like I don't know, like this is like an old horror movie and he's just like
Yeah.
hanging
Dude,
from
the
things,
arm.
like the lightning on
The-
his face and
yeah.
everything is just it's like all so over the top that it's like amazing and I love it, but it's also absurd and totally uneven and I don't know.
His lair at the end too was just sick. Like just that
Yeah.
planet
The
with all
opening
the
when Kylo
destroyers
Ren
on
goes
it.
like when he goes walking through it in the very beginning, it's super cool looking too.
Yep.
It's like I have been every voice inside your head. Oh yeah.
So there's our
I mean,
tier
you know,
list.
it's good times, but
There we are. We have, and we got to do some adjustments. We have A New Hope. First, and we have 1, 2, and 3, the
I mean,
originals, in that order.
yeah.
With Star Wars Rebels at the end of it.
I mean, personally, I'd
Best cartoon.
I'd put Empire Strikes Back first, but you know, that's just me.
I mean, we'll make this the official BK list, so we'll do that real quick.
Hell yeah.
Beaks, you're gonna tell me if we're making any changes here because this is the BK Sith Lord BK list right now.
It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I'm wondering.
So Empire, A New Hope, Return, Rebels the cartoon, Rogue One, Last Jedi.
I'm thinking I might put. Am I gonna put Mandalorian in front of Last Jedi? No, I'm gonna leave him Last Jedi there, and then Mandalorian.
Last Jedi,
'Cause
then
you know,
Mandalorian.
At the end of the day, I'm a big. I might even have to put Last Jedi in front of Rogue One, to be honest.
Wow.
With you. Yeah, can you
Okay.
do that for me?
Yeah, we could do it.
'Cause I was gonna say I'm a big Jedi and Sith person.
Oh, we
And
know.
there's
Yeah.
none of that really going on in Rogue One, and that's the only reason why like Last Jedi kind of bumps up there for me a little bit.
All right, so we go Last Jedi, Rogue One, Mandalorian. Then we go Phantom. My bad. What is this? Force Awakens. Force Awakens.
Revenge.
Revenge of the Sith. Phantom Menace. Do you want to move Phantom Menace?
Put Phantom Menace behind Clone Wars.
Okay. Clone Wars, then Phantom Menace. Then we go Solo. We go. What is this?
And honestly, you know what? Take Clone Wars and bump it in front of Revenge of the Sith. Because that's you don't have to put it. Yeah. There you go. Because Revenge of the Sith I love, but Clone Wars also makes all of that like even better.
Okay, and then we go Solo. Then we go Rise of the Skywalker. And Knights.
I almost feel bad putting Solo like next to that movie because it makes it seem like.
You want to bump this to Padawan?
Bad.
It's like they are on such different tiers.
We could bump that down to Padawan.
Put that on Padawan and in front of Attack though. Definitely in front of Attack.
I'm gonna say this too though. I almost want to bump this one ahead.
I mean, Attack.
I want to bump Clone. How do you feel about that? Moving Clone Wars one ahead because without this, you don't get your TV series.
No, I still wouldn't do that though, because that
okay.
There's so much more cheesiness even in that Clone Wars cartoon than even in like Attack of the Clones, honestly. And like I would take the live action Obi-Wan versus Jango Fett fight over anything that happened.
Addy didn't like our movement of Rogue One, but this is the BK tier list. Addy.
I was gonna say I knew that would be controversial. I'm sure, but I'm sure
Addy didn't like us moving that one. Yeah.
Those people would probably put that like up on Grandmaster, honestly. Rogue One, like they'd bump like other stuff down and be like, Rogue One is Grandmaster.
I mean, if this was a 2B tier list, it would be up there. I'd probably Return would be number 1, Rogue One would be in there, Empire would be down 1. Out of spite, out of spite. Yeah. Just to get a rise out of BK, I would bump it down.
It's like
1.
I might put Last Jedi like above A New Hope.
Just BK, don't even get me started.
And then like bump Return of the Jedi down 1.
Okay, Rise of the Skywalker, Attack of the Clones, Clone Wars, the cartoon movie, and then of course the dark horse of everything, Resistance. And this is the.
It's like if Resistance wasn't on there, I would bump other stuff to Youngling, but like Resistance is on its own. It's like it was bad and not worth even like revisiting or rewatching or anything.
It really does set the rank, yeah.
Addy, and I knew Addy was going to say this. I was waiting for him to type this. And you already know what he's about to say here, Beaks. Honestly,
Yeah,
Rogue One is
One's a
Grandmaster for me. I knew
yeah.
Addy was going to say
That's what I was saying. I knew. I know.
Well, that's the thing is they also don't have Andor on here. Well, let's go back here. Do they have
Andor goes up there on Grandmaster.
This doesn't see this also. This has Visions.
Boba Fett's like a.
This is Visions, but this does not. Oh, this has Boba Fett. Doesn't have Obi-Wan or Andor.
Let's do a more exhaustive list sometime.
Yeah, I should have made one. This is just the movies. Still missing the Ewok movies though, just to point out. I mean, yeah, I don't know. They didn't. People really kind of dropped the ball. Oh, Jake also mentioned the Lego Star Wars somewhere. I forget.
Oh, Lego Star Wars is funny. Lego Star Wars is super enjoyable. Yeah.
And
I've only seen the specials. I've never actually seen the movie.
The Clone Wars cartoon right here that this character especially was God to me. I really like that character. Well, not
the motorcycle guy.
BK, I remember I texted you this. That character was so sick. That character was so sick. Oh, and General Grievous, boom, dude. Oh, Dooku, boom. These were the dope ones,
dope.
dude. These three
Dooku
characters right here, the dope, bro. All right, that cartoon was awesome.
It was a cool looking cartoon for sure.
All movies, all shows. We'll see. Do they have everything? Yeah, so no one actually has an up-to-date list, including Andor and Obi-Wan. Interesting enough. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, this has Andor and Obi-Wan. Oh, damn, this is the list. Obi-Wan. Damn, I didn't see this one. And Visions. Should we... I mean, I could do this up real quick, huh? It was here. Return was there. BK put Empire first. Then you had Rebels at the end here. You know what? I could figure this out.
Jedi.
Hold on.
Last Jedi.
Oh. Seeing some heligraph work. Okay. Oh. East Bay Video Core hard drive. And clear that. Pull this up over here. On top of us. What was it, Beaks? I'm sorry. It was Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. Yeah.
Last Jedi there.
Last Jedi, Rogue One.
Phantom Menace was. Oh, this is different. This is a different list and doesn't have enough things. Damn.
Oh yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same. This is gonna be harder to do than I thought. Well, whatever. I'm over it.
Yeah.
We'll fix it. We'll do next time BK's on.
We'll make our own list sometime.
Yeah. Next time BK's on, we'll redo the list and have it better.
And yeah, Jer, Rogue One was excellent. No one's saying Rogue One wasn't excellent. You know.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah. Theodore also wrote Spider-Man rank. Yeah, we'll get to Spider-Man rank. He wants us to do a Spider-Man ranking. Yeah. I mean, we still haven't even discussed the new Into the Spider-Verse. So, yeah, everyone seems to really like Rogue One. I mean, if Rogue One, I also think Andor would be up there, maybe under Grandmaster. I honestly
would put Andor
I think Andor's better than Mandalorian.
I was thinking might be. I mean, I guess we have to wait and see till wraps up, but it might be better than Rogue One. As even though Rogue One's good, it might be better than Rogue One.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, Jared. I'm sorry, I'm reading chat.
Jared feels picked on in the chat.
Why?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna pick on you, Jared. That's what I get to do. You pick on me when I'm in the chat. I'll pick on you when you're in the chat. We pick on each other.
This is what happens, Jared, when you're not here to run the show. I think BK's tier list is pretty accurate. I mean, me and him would do a few things differently.
Yeah, it's a little personal choice,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's that.
Work either.
I think we've gone on for a pretty long show. We're hitting our 2-hour mark. So I think we'll call it a night there with the list the way it was. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I think it's a pretty good list.
Pretty good.
It's not exactly what I would do, but it's close.
Show my my meme. Let's go out on my meme.
Oh, go out on Nick D's meme. Huh.
It's pretty true. Pretty true.
I think he had more than a bad dream. He had Palpatine in his head his whole life.
Yeah.
But yes. I think I've seen this before.
Yeah.
What really just stuck out was just that face. Like, does he?
I was gonna say,
I
was just gonna say
in the movie?
that face.
Is that a behind the scenes thing? Like,
it's probably just a weird freeze frame of him when he's like shooting it, So he's like gritting his face when he's like pulling the trigger or something, kind of.
I also kind of think that
it's
look at his thumbnail of the guy that posted it or whatever.
Or did someone make that?
That's Kylo Ren. AI. Yeah, it's Kylo Ren with a giant grin, like a Joker grin. So this guy might be editing. Yeah, he might have edited that.
That's hilarious.
AI. We got some AI going on here.
Yeah, Addy.
Hell yeah.
Tell us whether or not that's AI. That's good though, Nick D. That was a good little end meme right there. Yeah, I mean, we'll have Sith Lord BK back on and do another Star Wars episode. You know us, like we're a movie.
When Ahsoka comes out, we're gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, when Ahsoka ends, BK, because we usually review things at the end of a show. At this point,
we could always do something differently though. We could do an episode by episode.
No, we're not.
Maybe a midway check-in.
Midway check-in.
Yeah, but you can't rank it on a tier list on a midway check-in.
We don't have to rank it on a tier list.
I'm saying we'll go back for the tier list at some points when I'm talking about the tier list right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, yes, we could have BK pop in for a midway check-in with Ahsoka for sure. Sure. But I'm saying
hell yeah.
we can't add Ahsoka. We can't add Ahsoka to the tier list until the show's over.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of can't even add Andor really until the second season is done.
Yeah, but we could. But this first
season, it's only going to be 2 seasons, so you're gonna get the whole story will be done in another few years.
But that first season alone is so good. I can't see them. Good. I can't see them dropping the ball too. So I mean, it's at least A tier. It's whether or not it gets pushed up to S, in my opinion, at this one time.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, maybe they do drop the ball and it drops it down to B tier. But I can't see them dropping it so heavy that it's going down to C. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. No,
that'd be crazy. Insane. Out of control. Some other verbs. All right. Well, that's the show.
Out of control.
We're wrapping it on that. Good show. Thanks for Sith Lord BK stepping in for Jerry.
Yeah, for real. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thanks everyone in the chat for checking in. McMash. Sadizzle, Jerry himself, Jake, special guest Jake, and of course Theodore.
Hell yeah!
Random Theodore action there. So we super appreciate it.
Thanks for the questions, Theodore. Appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously.
We'll get to that Spider-Man ranking at some point.
Yeah,
I'm hyped for that. There's a lot of good Spider-Man out there.
And you know what? Before you check out real quick. Well, we're going to be doing a Sadu review. Obviously, basketball ended. We have a lot to talk about and a whole soccer thing. But Sadu has to come on this show and do some type of fantasy ranking.
Yeah.
Sadu, you talk a lot in the chat. Come on in and teach us about your fantasy world. I know BK's in the fantasy world a little bit, but...
Dabble.
Yeah. Come on in, Sadu.
Both you, Sadu and BK, you both got to read The Dark Tower. Like, if you like fantasy, it's like I haven't read Lord of the Rings. It's so much more than Lord of the Rings.
I read like the first 2 or 3. I brought them for your brother.
Oh hell yeah! Oh nice.
And then I got stuck on like the 4th book or something, I think. And then I've never gotten back to it. And so now I don't know
maybe
about the beginning books either. Yeah.
Real quick, this just came in. Addy said that as the official AI expert. He can't confirm whether or not that's AI. So.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
You can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
Neither confirm
Yeah.
nor deny.
And
Mark Hamill, we would love to have you on. Do you remember taking this picture? We've got a bunch of Star Wars related questions.
Were you
starting with this
farting
one.
while you were shooting your gun, or what was going on here?
Yeah, like what's going on?
Was it a wet one?
Yeah.
Whoops, it was a wet one.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back a few days from now with Sadui Reviewy. Until then, may the force be with you.